When I was drinking at the age of 22, I didn't look too bad, at least on the outside. I had a lovely wife and one kid, but on the other inside I was a complete mess. I could not hold down a job, and even getting casual work was increasingly difficult. The house we lived was expensive and kept me in debt. My wife had to work 2 jobs for us to survive. My biggest problems were inside my head. Self-hatred, acute self-consciousness, fear, shame, continuous dread of impending calamity. I could not get rid of the feeling that everything was going to fall apart all the time. The alcohol used to stop me worrying about these things, but after years of using this magic, it stopped. When I first started drinking in my teens, it was all wonderful. I would drink, feel confident, and have fun. The only problems were occasional hangovers the next morning. However, if I didn't have a drink last thing at night, it was difficult to sleep. I would toss and turn and feel terribly uncomfortable. A little drink always worked its magic. The next problem to occur were the shakes. The trouble is, the harder you try to stop them shaking, the worse they shake. If I had to sign something in front of people, my hands would go completely out of control and I couldn't hold the pen. I made some fake calls and tried to sound busy. This was about a year before I finally allowed the thought that alcohol was the real problem fully in my consciousness. So I entered that stage where there was no part of my life that wasn't affected by alcohol. I spiraled further and further into misery and fear to the point where alcohol dulled the panic, but not the pain and shame. Eventually, I let one of those friends help me. I went to Madara Hospital for detoxification. I visited my doctor and it took me, over a year to stop drinking. I have been sober for a year now and I no longer have any desire to drink. And now I'm a valued person who brings value to others.